Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your friend Bats. My name is Jared. This is Carl. And this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles by IDW, Volume 4, Sins of the Father by Kevin Eastman, Tom Waltz, and Andy Kuhn. Dan Duncan is no longer on the book, and Andy Kuhn is taking over the art duties. Andy Kuhn was one of the artists in the mini-series or micro-series, if you will. He did the Michelangelo issue, and I really liked that art. It had this kind of Eduardo Rizzo style to it, and it starts off with Casey showing up to the Turtles' current living situation, and he's all beat up, and so it's Karai disappointing Shredder, and so Raph is pretty upset about. Did I miss it? Yeah, I guess not. Yeah, so Raph is upset about Casey's dad beating him up, and so he runs away and he's gonna go kill Casey's dad. And Splinter said, "Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna have to go deal with this." And so there's kind of like three stories going on at once in this one. So we have Baxter and Krang, and Baxter learning that Krang is a brain monster, and then the main plot is Raphael's going to beat up Casey's dad, and Splinter says like, "Oh, you aren't gonna do it, so I'm gonna do it." And so we get this like backstory of Hamato Yoshi telling Raphael what it really takes to be a killer and how he's done it before. And so then we go back to Baxter and Krang, and he's explaining kind of the origins of the Krang, and we get the Neutronian, or how do you forget how you say it, Neutrinians. And this is a little homage to like 1987 cartoon with the Dimension X like gang, and Krang just like kills them instantly and chucks them back in the portal. And you get the Technodrome, more 1987 homage, and so we learn about Casey and his situation a little bit more. Raph and Splinter come to a decision, and so Raph gets all his stuff, and they decide to let Casey move in with them. And I forgot. I read this last night too, and so like the Raph stuff was so interesting. I forgot that Slash is in here, and so Slash is introduced as like the sixth specimen. So you had Splinter is number 1, and then the 4 turtles, it's 5, and then Slash would be the 6th. And so Casey ends up moving in with the turtles, and they're looking for a new place to live. And Donnie and April had found this abandoned church that has a what's it called? Nuclear. I never always say this right. Nuclear bunker underneath of it from like the Cold War. And so we get this like horror story Slash thing where he's a big giant monster, and we kind of deal more with Baxter and lots of Slash action here. And yeah, he's pretty much just a monster. And then he gets away, so we'll see him later. And it kind of wraps it up where Slash then meets Old Hob, and that's kind of the end. And so yeah, I like this volume a lot more because I really like Andy Kuhn's art, and the Splinter stuff was really fun. Well, I don't know if it's fun, but it was really intriguing, and in the drama sense of who Hamato Yoshi really is, and what kind of person he is, and what he's teaching his sons in this second opportunity in life. It's pretty neat. So yeah, like I said before, if you're not reading IDW Turtles, you should. I guess I restarted this series. I've restarted it multiple times, but I've never really gotten past volume 8, but I have up to volume 15 or 16, as well as the mini series that interconnect to them all. And my friend Bruce has been reading them. He bought like the hardcover editions, and so I told him I'd read it with him. So, because I actually at one point was trying to sell him all these, but he wanted the bigger editions that was like organized chronologically, because the miniseries are woven in between the issues. And so if I really want to read this properly, I have to kind of like read 2 books at the same time, flipping between issue in each trade, and it's very annoying. So I just read one trade all the way through, and then I read the miniseries, and then I read a trade, and then I read the miniseries. But sometimes it kind of spoil. It's just pain in the butt is what it is. So yeah, if you're gonna read this stuff, read it in the newer collected editions. I have the original paperbacks that have only 4 issues in them, which at the time, man, it was like $18. I can't really focus. $18, yeah, for 4 issues. Man, IDW was asking a lot back then, and that's before I knew about in-stock trades. So, yeah, IDW Turtles is fantastic. But yeah, one of the, what I was getting at is my friend was reading IDW Turtles, but then there's also the new Jason Aaron IDW Turtles that I want to check out, and it's a continuation of this series after Sophie Campbell's run, where that's kind of where I fell off. I wasn't really enjoying Sophie Campbell's run, but it is what it is. So thanks for watching, and I'm going to go take Carl for a walk. You want to go for a walk? Yeah, he wants to go for a walk. All right, catch you guys on the next one. Peace.